Hello, we've got Shaun Glacken with us again tonight. He's doing our Club Legend of the Week. Glacks, I've known you many years, so where did it all start for you in football?
Oh hell, well I'm a York Peninsula boy, so I started back at a club called Port Victoria and moved to the city for college. And
They're no longer...
No, Port Vic, yeah, they folded back in the mid-80s, unfortunately, amalgamated with the Central York Cougars.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, moved to Adelaide and went to college, played my first 18 footy at Blackfriars, and played juniors on Sunday at Broadview, and then I was sort of went out of footy for a couple of years, moved up to Wyler with work and played 100 games at South Wyler, and moved back to town, then moved up to Mildura. And
Mildura, you coached up there or just played?
Yeah, I played up there, and then my last year up there I was a playing coach up there, so yeah, that was good. And there from there...
Was that with work? You were moving around?
Yeah, with work. It was up there, and yeah, moved back to Adelaide and had a couple of mates out to seat, and they got me to come out there, and I was in my 40s then, so it was just having a kick and a catch in the seas, and yeah, they asked me to be a playing coach there, and I really enjoyed the coaching role, so I decided to do a bit more with coaching, and applied and got a job at Rosewater, 3 years there, and from there, yeah, went back home to Baskerville and had 5 years there, and yeah, fortunate enough we were able to get a couple of flags, and yeah.
I remember when you first started at Seaton, because we were there with the A grade and took
That's
over,
right.
and
Yes.
it would have been a hard gig with that C grade, I was thinking.
Oh yes, yeah. No, so look, it was a great learning curve, and you know, I think for a coach you've got to crawl before you can walk, and yeah, it was a good learning curve for me.
And the worst thing about the C grade is the A grade selection panel. They go in and they pick their 21 or 22, and then the B grade do theirs, and you get what's left over.
Yeah, that's right, and you've got to make sure you've got a big phone budget, because you spend most of your Thursday nights and Fridays on the phone. But like I said, great learning curve, and I really enjoyed coaching from there. So
yeah, I don't think anyone who's not been involved in that coaching process understands what the poor old B and C grade coaches have to put up with, because as the A grade coaches, you just leave the room and go and have a beer, and that's it, your night's done. So.
Exactly, yeah, I think the Bs and Cs have got the toughest gig in the club, especially the C grade. So yeah, if you can coach C grade, I think you can coach any grade.
Did you? And you had Rosewater a few years as well?
Yeah, 3 years there. Yeah. So,
any success in terms of finals?
We played finals. Unfortunately, we didn't get to a grand final there, but yeah, really enjoyed my time there again. Another stepping stone, learned a lot there, and yeah, was able to move down to Baskerville and take what I've learnt down to them.
And obviously Parsky, now I was following you from afar and following your fortunes, obviously, because I've known you so many years, and a couple of flags there at Parsky, mate.
Yeah, 14 and 15. 14 was a good one. We only scraped into the 5 and went through. Had a draw on the...
Come from 5th.
Yeah, had a draw on the first semi and won it in extra time, and yeah, went through and got the job done in the big dance. So that was a fantastic win. And yeah, the following year was probably even better, because expectations, because you'd won the year before.
Yeah, you're a bit of a favourite the year after, weren't you?
That's right, and you know, that was a lot harder, and yeah, we were able to go through in straight sets, and yeah. And
having extra time in the semi-final and then getting the job done, I suppose that was extra special.
That was in 2014, yeah, it was terrific. It was terrific.
And you enjoyed the Orcs? That was a good competition?
Yeah, look, obviously I come from there, so, you know, I really enjoyed it over there. Learned a lot, you know, the travelling down was always a bit of fun with the boys in the car, a few of the Port boys. I picked their brain about a few game plans at Port Adelaide, and yeah, we were able to use some of that out on the field.
You had Dolling and Biaski and a few of the lads with you?
Yeah, Dolling, Biachi, Nick Madden, Tice Wade.
Yep.
Yeah, we had a good crop of players there.
And how are you enjoying it so far at SMOSH?
Yeah, loving it. Like, it's you know, it's a work in progress. There's so much talent there.
Young group, very young group.
Very young group. It's yeah, it's just really rewarding. Even, you know, we started pre-season back in October, and the boys just stuck their hand up. They were really thriving for a hard pre-season, and no one shirked the issue. And yeah, I think it's putting us in good stead. Like I said, being a young, as a coach, you love seeing the development of these kids, and yeah.
Without knowing your circumstance at West Lakes, I would think that the club would they're in desperate need of a coach to take the reins for a 3 or 4 year period to actually teach them the game style and grow with the young lads as they grow from 18 through to 22. Have they spoke to you anything about that?
Exactly, and that's look the clubs. You know, when they appointed me, they were looking for a long term, and
are they? They are looking long term.
Yeah, so it's with all these kids and that, and like you said, they need a few years to develop into A-grade footballers, and you know, it's a fantastic foundation being laid. Lucas Stubing, the junior coach, he's, you know, I think there's something like 300 kids at the club there that's playing junior football, and you know, it's fantastic to have these numbers, and the goal is to try and keep these kids at the footy club as they come up through the ranks. So
yeah, a lot of clubs, and you know, I've seen it in my journey. They'll put up with it for a couple of years of that learning curve, and they haven't had success, so they get rid of the coach. I mean, the reality is young footballers don't turn into being good young footballers until they played about 50 A-grade games.
That's right.
You can't put experience into a young 18-year-old. You've got to let him play the 50 games.
That's right. And like I said at the start of the interview, it's work in progress. And as coach, we just look at improving week by week, and certainly we're seeing that. Took a bit of a backward step last week, but again, we learned from that. You know, sometimes you've got to take one step back to go 2 steps forward. And you know, young
group, you're going to get that. You're going to have them, you know, play out of their skins 1 week, and then they're not going to turn up and backwards and forwards.
Exactly, and that's the thing with, you know, with a lot of young kids is trying to get that consistency in their game, and you will have your ups and downs, and you know, we're hoping we've had our down for the year, so it'll be onwards and upwards from here.
And the club's understanding and knowing that 50 games, they've got to get 50 games into their players.
Yeah, the club have been terrific on that. You know, they really understand. That's why they're looking for a long term.
That's good when they understand and have that knowledge that, you know, a lot of clubs don't.
No, that's right. You need that stability, and you know, things will grow from there. So.
Yeah. All right then. Thank you very much for being our club legend of the week.
Thank you, Luke.